We've got a really special video this week, and I'm excited. Not only because I'm highlighting a really cool hidden gem of a shooter, but
Oh, I love shooters! Is it kind of like Call of Duty? What the hell is that for?
You know why. Shmups are shooters. Obey.
Of course! Almighty PC Engine, please forgive me. I will obey.
That's better. Anyway, not only am I highlighting a really cool shooter this week, but I'm debuting a new idea I came up with called Shmup Junkie Theater Q1000. Yep, it's exactly what it sounds like. Many of us grew up playing Japanese imports that never released in our country, and many of the games, especially with the advent of CD, had loads of story and cutscenes that we couldn't understand. So I don't know about you guys, but I'd make up my own stories in my head of what was going on. And I'd often be playing with friends, so we'd sit there Mystery Science Theater style and just pop off whatever came to our minds while we watched it. And with a couple of 12-year-old minds at the wheel, I think you know how quickly things degraded from there. Hey, baby. So this week, we're starting off with a game called Download on the PC Engine. And we're going to talk about the gameplay, the graphics, I'll play the cool music tracks for you like I normally do, but we're going to experience the storyline, the way I understood it back when I was a kid, not being able to read Japanese. So put on your dive gear and prepare to obey, because we're going deep with Download on the PC Engine.
Hey dude, check it out! Your friend's mom across the street, changing into her PJs again. Man, what a MILF.
Hey, let me see. I can't believe my parents haven't figured out that the telescope they got me is always pointed across the street instead of at Jupiter. Let's see if we can spot her anus tonight, yeah? Husband passed out on couch with hand down his pants. Check.
Sid, hide the scope, we've been outed! Your friend ratted us out! Grab your stuff, we gotta go, now!
I'm right behind you, wait. Why am I naked? Did I forget to put my clothes on again? Crap!
Don't worry about it. I got a pair of shorts in my bag that you can— Ah!
They got me!
Why tentacles? Why?
Tetsuo! Man, what do I do now? Whoa, this story just got a whole lot better. Hey, Diva.
Sid, why are you naked? And that's quite a unit you have there. I'm in my room for another 50 minutes if you can make it here in time. Ring Suite 4000 when you get here.
50 minutes? Damn! And she's clear across town. What's this? I'm on the news? Breaking the law? Was I really naked running down the street? That wasn't a dream? Crap!
Listen, Sid, I think we were set up. This is a trap. Time to jack in and get over here pronto.
You said Jack. Download stands out in its music tracks, as well as its fast pacing. Nothing revolutionary gameplay-wise, just your typical fast-playing, Twitch-style PC Engine shooter. But it's a formula that worked, and made many of them a great time. When a new one came along, I had no choice but to obey and get on it. You've got a choice of a spread shot or laser at the start of each stage, as well as a secondary weapon. It does stand out though graphically for its crazy amount of parallax scrolling for the time, especially on the PC Engine. If you didn't know, the PC Engine didn't have the ability to do parallax natively, like the 16-bit consoles, like the Mega Drive, so they always resorted to creative trickery to pull it off. And they really went wild on Download, with many levels showcasing several layers of it. Hey, baby.
Sid, I didn't think you'd make it in time. There's a giant robot unit following me.
Robot unit, huh? I think I saw one across at my neighbor's. Was it big and green?
Yeah. How did you?
Never mind that. I can handle it. Let's get out of here.
It was pretty scary. You sure?
I was born ready. Can't you tell by that look in my eye? Hey, Let's go virtual. I've got dive gear waiting on my flying Akira bike. Okay, ready? Brace yourself. You said Jack. The game plays fast and has a sense of speed, and the pumping music provides momentum to the levels, which aren't very long and never overstay their welcome. Most levels are broken down into multiple stages, each with their own unique area, so the scenery is always changing and moving the story along. This game is short and sweet, and even though you do get a shield to take a few hits, it can get pretty challenging later, so expect to die until you learn the stages. And speaking of dying, Download is also famous for its ridiculous game over screens. Check some of these out. Each area and section has its own game over screen as well, so as you progress, you can look forward to several of these gems. I won't give them all away here, but you won't be disappointed with any of them. You'll almost want to die at least once in each area to see them all.
Oh no, Sid! My parents got home early and were waiting for us.
Your friend ratted you out. We knew you were coming this whole time. We've already called the cops and they're on the way. Nobody's using their unit in this house anytime soon. Whoa, what's that?
Oh my god, it's Nero! He's been stalking me for months! Oh my god! Dad! Dad! Help! It's got me, Sid!
Look at the size of that unit!
Sid, I'm sorry. We should have let you see our daughter. Now Nero has her, and who knows what he'll do with that monster unit of his.
I promise to save Diva and avenge your deaths.
Thank you, and promise to use protect.
What was that? Didn't hear that last part. And speaking of story, Download has a ton of it, especially for a shoot 'em up. They created this game and a sequel on CD, and a light novel, and an anime were spawned to promote it. It released just a couple years after Akira, and you can clearly see the cyberpunk and story influences like the red bike. And if you want to know the actual story of the game, there are some cool wikis to tell you about it. But like I mentioned before, playing it in the US at the time, we kind of had to make it up as we went along. And honestly, we likely had a better time with it than had we read and understood the actual plot. Diva, you're safe now.
Sid, you still have that look in your eye.
Honey, I was born with this look.
I was afraid Nero's unit would be the end of me. He said it was 13 levels of destruction. Ugh.
Well, he's gone now. Let's say we get off this planet. Finally made it back. It's all clear. Ready to try this dive one more time?
Okay.
Still got my dive gear with me, ready to jack in.
Ha! You said Jack.
Oh, holla! How are you in my dive?
You were killed by Tentacle.
Foolish Sid. That's what I wanted you to think. But you see, Nero was just a pawn. I have merged with the Tentacle Beast to achieve ultimate power. I've been stalking Diva for years, but she's only had eyes for you. So I set up Nero to take the fall for their death, and to get you into this dive here with me, so I can destroy your unit myself. With you out of the way, Diva will be mine for the taking.
You won't get away with this, Ohala! Ohala!
This can't be. My unit was to be indestructible. This isn't the end. I've set this place to self-destruct, and you'll never make it out alive.
Sid, you made it!
Yes, Diva. Can't believe it was Ohala all along.
Ohala? What a prick. He was always staring at me with his telescope, too.
Yeah. How sick is that? Let's get out of here.
Sid? Your unit? Why is it only level 2?
Oscar-worthy material, am I right? If you want to know the full story, I included a link in my description. You can check it out there. Not my story, the actual story. You'll still have to run it through Google Translate, either that or just live with my slightly less accurate version of events. And please let me know in the comments if you found this video entertaining, because it's something new I wanted to try, and if you want me to make more of them. Now, I know you've been wondering, how do I get myself one of those cool Shmups R Shooters shirts so I can slap my friend Silly with a PC Engine? And you can on my Redbubble account, either this shirt or some other cool ones I've made, like this Stop Carrot Tops. I mentioned it before, but I'm doing this for charity, with all profits of all sales going to help the people of Beirut after the massive explosion there. Hundreds of thousands of people have been stranded without food, without medical supplies, so I'm donating everything that I make on this to a particular organization to help. It goes towards food and medical supplies and housing, and we've already generated almost $200 to donate from the shirt sales. So if you want one, know that it's going for a good cause. If you're hankering for even more PC Engine, I've got plenty of content for you. You can check out my top 5 most brutal shooters on the PC Engine right here, or some of my very first videos that I did on the PC Engine Mini and the reviews. I hope you did enjoy this first trial episode of Shmup Junkie Theater, and if so, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And until next time, don't forget to obey the mighty PC Engine, because if not,